right, third and fourth graders. All right, if you are watching this video, then congratulations because you have made it to black belt. I mean, that's pretty cool. I am super proud of you. Black belt is a huge accomplishment. Black belt is a big deal. You have been practicing the recorder. You've been sending me videos all the time, and you've been learning so much this year. And you know, it's been a challenging year. Sometimes I wish that I could just be with you and help you and play right with you and move your left hand so it's on the top and work with you. But we have this computer screen separating us, and you've had to do so much of it by yourself. So congratulations. Let's get started.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be in the number when the saints go marching in.
Okay, so black belt is tricky because there are two new notes to learn. Two. We have never done a song with two new notes. Most of our songs introduce one new note, and some songs really don't even have a new note. Like it's just the same notes we've learned, but mixed up. So we have two new notes. This is the staff, 5 lines, and 4 spaces. Can you see that? Let's look at the lines. Your lines have blue letters. So starting from the bottom, you see E, G, B, D, and F. You already know E, G, and B. So the next line, the next new note is D. Do you see how D is right on that 4th line? That's high D, and you are going to need to play that for when the saints go marching in. Now, let's look at the space notes. Space notes have green letters. Can you read from the bottom up? F, A, C, E. The new note for recorder is C. Do you see how the C is right above the B line? It's on a space. C is your new note. Now, don't think that every time you see a C and D, it has to be like this open circle. It can be a quarter note, it can be an eighth note, it can be a dotted half note, it can be anything. If the circle is on the space, then it's a C. If the circle is on the line, then it's a D. It's really important that you know C and D for our new song, When the Saints Go Marching In. Okay, so now we know what C and D look like on the staff. We know what C and D look like on the staff because C is that space and D is that line. Let's talk about what that looks like on the recorder. C and D on the recorder. Well, C and D are kind of tricky. I mean, there's a reason why this is black belt. C and D are played by moving this first finger. We have never moved that first finger, right? We put this down for B, and we have never moved that pointer finger. But for C, I'm actually going to lift up the B finger and put down the second finger. Watch that switch. So from B to C, look at the fingering chart over here. Yep, can you see it? Okay, notice how it's showing you that the back hole is covered, the first hole isn't covered, and the second hole is. This is C. This is that third space C that we saw on the staff. Look, that's the third space C, and this is how we finger it, okay? Now, D is different. D is, we're doing something we've never done. We leave this finger here. Don't move the second finger, but take off your thumb. For the first time, I'm moving my thumb. So this is the fingering chart. You can see that the first hole is uncovered, the back hole is uncovered, and the second hole is covered. I would like you to practice just playing C and D. Ready? Here's C. This is what it should sound like. C. Thumb, second hole. How'd you do? Does it sound like that? Hot, slow air, relax your jaw, relax your lips, only put the tip in your mouth. Here's C. Okay. Now for D, lower that thumb. Make sure you're holding on the bottom because like when you move that thumb, it gets kind of unstable. So hold it here. D. Repeat after me. All right, I'm going to go back and forth. C, D, C, D. Listen. Can you try that? C, D, C, D. Go ahead. You really don't even see any movement. When I'm going from C to D, I'm not moving any fingers in the front. I'm just moving the thumb in the back, and you may not even see that in the front, but you have to move that thumb. I'm going to play 2 C's and 2 D's. Please repeat after me. C, D. My turn. C, D. All right, now let's practice going from B to C to D. This is really tricky. There's a lot of movement that's happening. Practice fingering B, don't play. Pointer finger, thumb, B, then C, switch the first 2 fingers, then D, lower your thumb. Repeat after me. B, C, D. Please make sure it sounds just like mine. Please make sure. If it's squeaky, check your fingering. Check your breath. Make sure you are fully covering the holes. Listen to it again. B, C, D. I want you to practice that a lot, okay? Just go back and forth between those 3 notes. Try that a bunch of times. Even put the video on pause and just practice. I have to tell you, black belt is a big deal. I'm not giving it to anybody unless they really have this song mastered. The rhythm has to be right. The tone has to be right. The fingering has to be right. Everything has to be right to get black belt, okay? Practice a little bit and come right back. If you have the paper in front of you, I think that I would probably want to write in all of these notes. Let's do that so that you really know which note you're playing. There's only 5 notes in the song, okay? There's only 5 notes. It's G, it's A, it's B, then C, then D. But you have to know which of these is it, all right? The song starts with a G. That's line number 2, that's G. Then the next note that you play is B. See how they're both on the lines? G, B. Then the next note is a C. We just talked about that on the staff. And then the next note is a D. Those 4 notes, G, B, C, D, are played a few times. Look ahead in the music. Don't you see it again? G, B, C, D. Look ahead in the music. Do you see it again? G, B, C, D. Look ahead in the music. Can you find it one last time? G, B, C, D. You need to know those 4 notes in order to play this song. I mean, you play it a lot. Please listen to G, B, C, D. Can you try that? G, B, C, D. Listen to it again. Make sure it sounds just like this. Try it. G, B, C, and D. All right. I gave you everything you need to play this song. You know all of these notes. You know how to finger G, A, B, C, and D. Now you just got to practice and make sure it sounds like When the Saints Go Marching In. I'm going to play it for you. It needs to sound like this to get the black belt. Here we go. What do you think? It's a lot. I'm going to play it again. All right, you can practice this as much as you can, as much as you want. You can go back and listen to this video. You know all of these notes. It's just about putting it together with the right timing. You can't play some things fast and some things slow. I can't have squeaky notes. It's black belt. I want it to be right. You can do it. If you have any questions, send me a note back. You can do a message on Clever or a Seesaw. Send me a note back. And even if you don't think you have it, but you just want to show it to me, show me a video because I may be able to help you and give you feedback, okay? All right, this is such an exciting time. Congratulations on getting to black belt. Keep practicing, work hard. This is the power of Yet. You got this. All right, and I will see you next time. Bye.